Hiya, I'm Lizzy. I'm the new EA, and today we're going to be over the series. We'll just be doing a few repair jobs that are really simple. Nothing has to be too neat. It's about just being able to wear stuff and fix it. So yeah, following on from last week, we're going to be using the same stitch to fix a hem.
That's it, that's all I need.
Then fixing a hem, just really basically nothing too hard or too strenuous. It might take a little bit of practice, but you'll see that we're practicing on a bit of old fabric, so you can try that too. This is your trouser leg and that's your hem, like the edge that's fallen down. That'll be outside of your trouser, so you'll probably have a little stitch line. So if you fold it up, it's quite good to have an iron to do this as well, but if you haven't got one, you can just press your fingers like this a couple of times, or your nail, and see it just gives you a crisper edge. That means it's easier to sew. If you've got any pins, like these ones, you can just put a little pin in it, it'll just keep it in place. You want to make sure that that's even. I know mine's not, but even. Normally about an inch is quite good. Just pin it in place like that and it will sit. If you haven't got any, don't worry, because a little fold will do the same. You can always, if you want to be extra neat, just fold that cut edge back on itself and do the same and just press. That means you just get a neater inside and you won't get any threads coming out. So, if you imagine that's just your hem of your trouser. So it's all folded now and it's all either pressed or just folded in place. So then, when we did the thread, just do your knot again around your finger. Just do your knot. And again, do two just to be safe, because you don't want it pulling through when you're doing your stitches. And then here, because you want it to be a bit neater, get your needle and go from this side where this raw edge is. This is called your raw edge. And then just put your needle through, tuck your thread of your end of your fabric in there and start sewing. So I always sew away from me. You'll soon find what's comfortable for you. And again, just put your needle in and then a few threads up like that, so you've just got like a small little bit of fabric on top, and pull through and just do the same running stitch that we did last time. You might find that your hands hurt a little bit more sewing thicker fabrics, but it's perfect on any fabric, basically, on your hem. It'll keep it up. Try not to pull too tight, because if you pull too tight, see like that, you'll get like a gather in it. That's simple to rectify. Just pull it back out and flatten it with your fingers. Just don't stress about it, basically. But if you keep doing just little pinches up like this, so the fabric on top of the needle is only a little bit, when you come to look at the other side, you'll see that you've only got, see, a tiny little bit of thread. This is quite a good stitch to do if you haven't got a matching thread to your hem. So say you've got black trousers and navy thread or red thread, you'll just get a little hint of red, but it'll be fine, it'll keep your hem up. And so just keep doing that along. As you get a bit more confident, you can just do a few more threads onto your needle each time. Again, your needle will probably be quite sharp, so it'll go through quite a few layers. And as if your thread starts to knot, just pull it through, it'll be fine, just smooth it off. If you can see there's a little bit of extra fabric, a bit of extra thread. It doesn't matter, but if you want to just pull it back, thread your needle underneath your stitch and pull it up, and then pull from this end, like your needle end, and pull it through, and it'll just neaten up. And that means you've got nothing to get caught on, or no little threads. And then when you come into the end, that'll obviously be a loop, or however much of your hem has fallen down. Get your needle and just, I would do a little, like, re-thread it through, put it through your top two layers of fabric, so not to the face like that, and just pull it through so you've got it enclosed, see, between a few layers. And now as we did at the beginning, just do another little knot. So wrap it around your finger, thread the needle through, and do a little knot as close as you can to there. You can always kind of rethread it. Now you've got the knot, it won't come back through, but it might. You can just it might just be a bit not close enough to the edge, but just thread it through like that between the 2 layers. See, I'm just catching the other stitch underneath, and then get your scissors and just nip it there. So this is basically so you haven't got a loose thread. And then when you push it through like that, you can't see any knots on that side, you can only see stitches. It's just for a cleaner finish.